Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's daily LeetCode question is number of students unable to eat the lunch. So we are given a two arrays. One is a sandwich and one array contains of student. So at a cafeteria offers a student of circular queue and offer the number by, if it is 0 then it is a circular sandwich, if it is 1 it is a square sandwich. So we need to find out that is all the students are able to take the sandwiches or not. So let's look into an example to understand this problem. In the problem it is given that the sandwiches are in a stack form and the students will be in a queue form. So we will convert the sandwich into stack and students into queue. So if we convert this into stack, and we will be like 0 1 0 1 0. So this will be our stack and the queue it will be like 1 1 0 0. So if we will see that the first students want a square sandwich, but at the top of the stack it is circular sandwich. So the first student will go to the end of the queue. Now we can see that the second student also wants a square sandwich, but the top of the stack is circular sandwich. So this will also go to the end of the queue, and the third students will be satisfied with the offer because he wants a circular sandwich and the top of element is circular sandwich. So we can eliminate them both. And the fourth student want a circular sandwich, but it is a square sandwich. So he will also go to the end of the queue. So next student will be wants the square sandwich, so hence it is a square sandwich, so he will take the square sandwich. So next students want a square sandwich, but it is a circular sandwich, so he will also go to the end of the queue. And again the ith element person wants the circular sandwich, so it is a circular sandwich, so they both will take the sandwich. At final 1 1, so he wants a square sandwich, so we are left with a square sandwich. So it means that none of the students are unable to take the bread. So everyone is full. So this will also get the sandwich, this student will also get the sandwich, this students also gets the sandwich, these students also get the sandwich. So we need to find out that if all the students are able to take the sandwiches or not. So let's look into the second example. So now let's look into the example. So we will convert this into queue and we will convert this into stack, and it will be 1 1 0 0 0 and 1. So this queue will be like 1 1 1 0 0 1. So now we will find out if, see here, the first person in the queue is willing to a square sandwich, so our top of the element is also a square sandwich, so we will take the square sandwich. So our next person is willing for a square sandwich, but here is a circular sandwich, so he will go to the end of the list. Okay, and our third person is willing to take the square sandwich, but here we have the circular sandwich, so he will go to the end of the loop queue. This is a queue, so he will go to the end of the queue. So our fourth person is willing to take a circular sandwich, so here it is circular sandwich, so he will take the circular sandwich. So our fourth person also is willing to take the circular sandwich, and our top element is of the circular sandwich, so he will take the circular sandwich. And here comes, and our fifth person wants a square sandwich, but here it is a circular sandwich, so hence he can't take the circular sandwich. So this same applies to these both. This circular sandwich will not go until any student is willing to take the circular sandwich. So there are 3 students who left with they are unable to take the sandwiches, so we have to return the count of 3. So I will tell you a clear and shortcut approach where you can take this as a very simple one. Okay, let's discuss the approach. Okay guys, now let's discuss the approach. So here approach will be, so first we will make a count of the students are willing for a square sandwich and students are willing for a circular sandwich. So we can clearly see that once we iterate, we can see that our square sandwich students are 4 and our circular sandwich students are 2. And now we will iterate to the sandwich array and we will find out that if we can satisfy all the students or not. So we will iterate from starting. So if it is 1, so 1 we will decrement the square sandwich, so it will become 3. So it is 0, so it will become 1. It is also 0, so it will become 0, and it is 0. If so, it will become -1, right? So if our any of the sandwiches are going less than or 0, so if circular sandwich count is going less than or 0, so we will return our students are willing for square. Just return the student willing for the square brackets. So here you can see that if our circular sandwich is going less than 0, circular sandwich count is going less than 0, then we will return the count of the square sandwiches. So hence it is 3. So count of the square sandwiches. If our, let us say this will become 0 or less than 0, -1, then we will return the count of the square sandwiches. So here you can see that at the point of the 4th iteration, we can see that our circular sandwich is going to -1, become -1. Then we can simply return the square sandwiches count, which is 3. So this is vice versa. You can do the both for the vice versa. So now let's look into the code explanation. Okay guys, now let's look into the code explanation. So we will be taking 2 variables. Students are willing for square sandwich and student willing for the circular sandwich. So SS means square sandwich, so SC means circular sandwich. So it will be 0 and it will be 1. First we will iterate to the students array and we will take the count of both the variables. So once we complete this iteration for the students array, our student square becomes 4 and student circle becomes 2, right? Now we will iterate to the sandwich array and we will find out that any of our variables are going less than 0 or not. So once we will look into this sandwich array, so at the point here it will become 3, here it will become 1. We will just decrement one by one and check at any moment of time any of the variables are going less than 0. If circle variable is going less than 0, then we will return the count of student square. If student square is going less than 0, then we will return the count of student circle, or else we will just return simply 0. So here it will become 0, of the circular students will become 0, and here circular students become 0, and here they become -1. So if they become -1, so we can simply return the students left with square. If any of the examples the square becomes -1, then we can simply return the count of student circle. So I hope you understand the solution and institution video. So code is in the GitHub, you can visit it. Thank you.